Hey everyone, it's Jeff Douglas, Doctor of Physical Therapy and Golf Strength and Conditioning Coach. And today I want to go over two variations of rows that we can do with kettlebells to build back strength. So we know that the longest ball hitters in the world, the long ball hitters, they have the ability to have more pull strength. So doing a row is greater than their ability to push. All right, both are very important, but we know that the ability to pull is very important when it comes to a golf swing and the ability to produce power. So I'm going to go over a bent over row and a gorilla row and what the differences are between the two. So a bent over row is when you take dumbbells or barbell, but again, in this case, we're going to talk about kettlebells. And we're going to take two of them and we're going to do a good hinge pattern here. So we push our butt back and we hold this. So we're trying to get our back parallel with the ground so it's flat, right? So if I had a good stick or a golf club here, I'm trying to get my back almost even with the ground based on how much hamstring mobility you have. Once you feel the tension in the stretch here, don't go any lower, because if I try to go lower, now I'm moving in my lumbar spine, all right, where I want the tension to be my glutes and hamstrings. So we come here, and you're going to just bring the kettlebells up, squeeze your shoulder blades together. You should really feel your lats engage. Control it down. Bring it up. Control it down. Okay? You should not feel too much discomfort in the low back if you're hinging properly. So what's going to set this apart from the gorilla row I'm going to show you is the fact that we're holding the weights up in the air, which is going to make it a lot more of a lower back strengthening exercise, glutes and hamstrings, because they have to stabilize and hold a position while you're working on the upper back and the lats and our rhomboids and our traps in the upper back with the row. So the row will take care of the upper back. The static positioning here is going to challenge the endurance and strength of our low back, glutes, and hamstrings, all right? So you're not going to be able to do as much weight in a bent over row, but you are going to build up some more strength in other areas. So that's the bent over row and why you may use it, okay? Now, if I want to get just more strength in my biceps, in my upper back, we're going to go into a gorilla row, okay? So that's where you take two kettlebells, you get a wide stance, you still hinge, okay? But what I'm going to do here is I get the counter brace with this hand pushing into this kettlebell as I row up, all right? When you row, think about that elbow coming right by the hip. I don't want it up here. I don't want this shoulder getting towards my ear. Create that space between it, pull low, all right? So same thing. I got tension in my glutes, but my ability to put a little weight through this is going to take the amount of work that's required in my hamstrings and glutes to decrease it, so I can then put more force into my upper back with the weight. So you'll be able to row more in the gorilla row because I have the counterbalance and I'm not relying so much on my low back and my glutes and hamstrings by hanging in a hinged position. This is also going to create an anti-rotation. So when I pull, I don't want to rotate. So my abs have to engage to make sure I don't rotate. So you're getting a lot more anti-rotation because we're doing a single arm concept with this versus a double arm that we did the other one. So now you're getting more power, more strength by doing a gorilla row. You're also getting more of the anti-rotation component to it because we're going single arm. So same here, eyes are down, back's flat, tension in the hamstrings, bring it up, control it down, bring it up, control it down, and then I would switch and do the other side. So those are two variations that I like to use with the kettlebell. I usually lean more towards the gorilla row because I want a lot more heavier weight, but I do mix it in, the bent over row here and there, to help you build more pulling strength, to help you create more power when you pull on the club, and when it's pulling against you, when you're swinging fast, it's trying to pull you out there, so you have to be able to pull back at it so you don't get launched forward, to help you create more club head speed. So that are the two variations between a bent over row and a gorilla row. I hope it helps and you can use it in your programming.